So excited to continue our reading of Napoleon Hill's book, Think and Grow Rich. We are on the chapter called Power of the Mastermind. The driving force, the ninth step toward riches. Power is essential for success in the accumulation of money. Plans are inert and useless without sufficient power to translate them into action. This chapter will describe the method by which an individual may attain and apply power. Power may be defined as organized and intelligently directed knowledge. Power, as the term is here used, refers to organized efforts sufficient to enable an individual to transmute desire into its monetary equivalent. Organized effort is produced through the coordination of effort of two or more people who work toward a definite end in a spirit of harmony. Power is required for the accumulation of money. Power is necessary for the retention of money after it has been accumulated. Let us ascertain how power may be acquired. If power is organized knowledge, let us examine the sources of knowledge. A. Infinite intelligence. This source of knowledge may be contacted through the procedure described in another chapter with the aid of creative imagination. B. Accumulated experience. The accumulated experience of man may be found in any well-equipped public library. An important part of this accumulated experience is taught in public schools and colleges where it has been classified and organized. C. Experiment and research. In the field of science and in practically every other walk of life, men are gathering, classifying, and organizing new facts daily. This is the source to which one must turn when knowledge is not available through accumulated experience. Here too, the creative imagination must often be used. Gaining power through the mastermind. The mastermind may be defined as coordination of knowledge and effort in a spirit harmony between two or more people for the attainment of a definite purpose. No individual may have great power without availing himself of the mastermind. In a preceding chapter, instructions were given for the creation of plans for the purpose of translating desire into its monetary equivalent. If you carry out these instructions with persistence and intelligence and use discrimination in the selection of your mastermind group, your objective will have been halfway reached even before you begin to recognize it. So you may better understand the intangible potentialities of power available to you through a properly chosen mastermind group. We will here explain the two characteristics of the mastermind principle, one of which is economic in nature and the other psychic. Multiply your brain power. Man's brain may be compared to an electric battery. It is a well-known fact that a group of electric batteries will provide more energy than a single battery. It is also a well-known fact that an individual battery will provide in proportion to the number of capacity of the cells it contains. The brain functions in a similar fashion. This accounts for the fact that some brains are more efficient than others and leads to this significant statement: a group of brains coordinated in a spirit of harmony will provide more thought energy than a single brain, just as a group of electric batteries will provide more energy than a single battery. Through this metaphor, it becomes immediately obvious that the mastermind group principle holds the secret of the power wielded by men who surround themselves with other men of brains. There follows now another statement which will lead still nearer to an understanding of the psychic phase of the mastermind principle. When a group of individual brains are coordinated and function in harmony, the increased energy created through that alliance becomes available to every individual brain in the group. It is a well-known fact that Henry Ford began his business career under the handicap of poverty, illiteracy, and ignorance. It is an equally well-known fact that within the inconceivable inconceivably short period of 10 years, Mr. Ford mastered these 3 handicaps, and that within 25 years, he made himself one of the richest men in America. Connect with this fact the additional knowledge that Mr. Ford's most rapid strides became noticeable from the time he became a personal friend of Thomas A. Edison, and you will begin to understand what the influence of one mind upon another can accomplish. Go a step further and consider that the fact that Mr. Ford's most outstanding achievements began from the time that he formed the acquaintances of Harvey Firestone, John Burroughs, and Luther Burbank, each a man of great brain capacity. And you will further evidence that power may be produced through friendly alliance of minds. Men take on the nature and the habits and the power of thought of those whom they associate in a spirit of sympathy and harmony. Through this association with Edison, Burbank, Burroughs, and Firestone, Mr. Ford added to his own brain power the sum and substance of the intelligence, experience, knowledge, and spiritual forces of these 4 men. Moreover, he appropriated and made use of the mastermind principle through the methods of procedure described in this book. This principle is available to you. We have already mentioned Mahatma Gandhi. Let us study the method by which he attained his stupendous power. It may be explained in a few words. He came by power through inducing over 200 million people to coordinate with mind and body in a spirit of harmony for a definite purpose. In brief, Gandhi accomplished a miracle, for it is a miracle when 200 million people can be induced, not forced, to cooperate in a spirit of harmony. If you doubt that this is a miracle, try to induce any 2 people to cooperate in a spirit of harmony for any length of time. Every man who manages a business knows what a difficult matter it is to get employees to work together in a spirit of even remotely resembling harmony. The list of the chief sources from which power may be attained is as you have seen, headed by infinite intelligence. When 2 or more people coordinate in a spirit of harmony and work toward a definite objective, they place themselves in position through that alliance to absorb power directly from the great universal storehouse of infinite intelligence. This is the greatest of all sources of power. It is the source to which the genius and every great leader turn. The 2 other major sources from which the knowledge necessary for the accumulation of power may be obtained are no more reliable than the 5 senses of man. The senses are not always reliable. The power of positive emotions. Money is shy and elusive. It must be wooed and won by methods not unlike those used by a determined lover in pursuit of the girl of his choice. And coincidental as it is, the power used in the wooing of money is not greatly different from that used in the wooing of a maiden. That power, when successfully used in the pursuit of money, must be mixed with faith. It must be mixed with desire. It must be mixed with persistence. It must be applied through a plan. And that plan must be set into action. When money comes in quantities known as the big money, it flows to one who accumulates it, as easy as water flows downhill. There exists a great unseen stream of power which may be compared to a river, except that one side flows in one direction, carrying all who get into that side of the stream onward and upward to health, and the other side flows in the opposite direction, carrying all who are unfortunate enough to get into it, downward to misery and poverty. Every man who has accumulated a great fortune has recognized the existence of this stream of life. It consists of one's thinking process. The positive emotions of thought form the side of the stream which carries one to fortune. The negative emotions form the side which carries one down to poverty. This carries a thought of stupendous importance to the person who is following this book with the objective of accumulating a fortune. If you are in the side of the stream of power which leads to poverty, this may serve as an oar by which you may propel yourself over into the side of the stream, into the other side of the stream. It can serve you only through application and use. Merely reading and passing judgment on it, either one way or another, will in no way benefit you. Poverty and riches often change places. When riches take the place of poverty, the change is usually brought about through well-conceived and carefully executed plans. Poverty needs no plan. It needs no one to aid it, because it is bold and ruthless. Riches are shy and timid. They have to be attracted. I really enjoy this last part, the power of positive emotions. I love how they spoke about money being like a woman, and we can't bad talk money. We can't say money is dirty. We can't say it's evil, because if you like somebody and you want them in your life, you won't say they're bad or they're evil. So we're using that same approach with money, and we have to woo money. I love that. And I love how they spoke about, your positive thoughts. You are in the flow of money. With your positive thoughts, you're being in the flow. I love that. And your negative thoughts is like you are going towards poverty and misery. This last part of poverty needs no plan. It needs no one to aid it, because it is bold and ruthless. Riches are shy and timid. They have to be attracted. And when they have to be attracted, it's like we have to develop the mindset to attract wealth, to attract large amounts of money, to attract our fortune. So it's really a mindset. So how do you relate to money? How do you think about money? What is your relationship to money, in all honesty? When it's time for you to relate to money, and when you have to do anything related to money, what is the feeling in your body? How do you feel about it, honestly? When you think about money, what are the first thoughts that come in your head? The things that you want in your life. How do you feel about it? What is your relationship to it? I love that concept. I think it's very powerful. So the name of this chapter was The Power of the Mastermind. That was awesome. So the next chapter is called the Mystery of Sex Transmutation. Happiness is found in doing, not merely possessing. It sounds so interesting. I mean, I read about it before, and I know what it entails. So I'm very happy and excited to share it here on my channel. So that's it for this video. Like, subscribe, share, comment if you want to keep reading with me, keep learning with me, to be paid, to be ourselves. We are on this journey of expansion, of changing our self-image, reprogramming ourselves to live in our purpose and to be paid to be ourselves. And it's an amazing journey, and I'm happy to take you on this journey, to be on this journey with you, to help you on this journey, to initiate this journey and show you what is possible for your life, the life that you can live. You can be paid to be you. So just reading, sharing knowledge, me showing you how to find your purpose and how to monetize that is my goal here. And I work with individuals one-on-one to develop a power routine. In this routine, you're shifting your identity and you are aligning with your higher self. You are aligning with God. You're removing the limiting beliefs. You're removing all the things that limit you. We are reprogramming ourselves by meditation, visualization, hypnosis, tapping, something called EFT, and yeah, it's a whole bunch of stuff. I work with people one-on-one doing that, and from that we develop a perfect, specific power routine for you to do every day that aligns you with God, that removes your limiting beliefs, change your identity, allows you to live in your passion, live in your purpose, and really transform your life and have your life go into the direction that you prefer. So if you're interested in that, the link is below. And that's about it for this video. Do check out my other videos while I'm reading Think and Grow Rich and get all the juicy details from it. And remember to subscribe, like, hit the bell, and share this video to the world. And I'll see you very soon. Bye.